Hey guys, and welcome back to another Call of Dragons video. Today I'm going to talk about the marksmen I'm going to use in this season. Obviously, when this video come out, most likely the gate 1 is going to open and I'm not going to be able to use marksmen. Not like I'm not going to be able to use marksmen, but after all, we need to actually get the seasonal talents to open long range warfare. And from the talents, I think when this one actually opens super talent unlock it, we're going to be able to have the long range warfare. By calculation, I have like one here. I think is needing like 3. So even if I get the Darkling patrols, the villages, and the merits, maybe I'm going to get like 3, but still it's not going to be enough to open long range warfare. So the question comes, what kind of marksmen to use when I get this one? And most likely I'm going to be able, it strongly depends how long the fight is going to be in the final zone. We're going to fight against SSG, and brother, they're hungry. They're on the, they win brink of war, which actually win my respect. I really respect alliances that push the effort and give everything they have to achieve greatness. So even though it's for one season, you know, it's not something permanent. But anyway, I have split decision between the heroes I want to use, and it's going to be between, obviously Maggrat is going to be the hero that I'm going to use, you know, as a commander with the, what was the name? Oh my god, Precision Talent Tree. Okay, we actually have her. This is extremely important spell, and this is where the healing kick in, is with this spell. Most likely I'm going to use Maggrat with Zayda with Celestial after gate 1 open, but we have long range warfare. We have to adapt and actually get the best benefits there. So my question here is going to be between Maggrat Syndrion, Maggrat Ffraegar, Maggrat Zayda. This is the thing I'm looking to actually get from my combo, that is Maggrat with something for the marksmen. So let's go, let's make some tests. I'm going to focus over maybe infantry, level 40 infantry. Let's search. Okay, we have mages. Yeah, most likely I'm going to target mages. If you watch my policy video, you're going to see that I'm going to focus mostly over the mages. First, they counter the less, and second, with the splash damage, I'm going to try to do some damage over the enemy marksmen. So I'm going to deploy first Maggrat Zayda, which is going to be one of the combination. Now Zayda is not well developed, that's why I'm thinking, okay, what we're going to get here, Burgess? Is it going to be Maggrat Zayda? 270, I'm going to remove this artifact. I'm just going to leave Sand Lizard. Most likely, I'm not quite sure, I'm going to use this artifact also. Okay, so we're going to strike the mages. Let's go. Let's see how the things will go. Okay, so far, and right now it's going to be the big damage here. 13k, some critical from the Zayda, 15k. Of course, when your legion gets dropped, are you going to do 20k, by the way? So we get some healing here, ladies and gentlemen. Look how many healing those things is doing. Absolutely crazy. Non-stop is healing here, and we're going to non-stop get this extra damage. But so far the things is not looking good. It's not actually looking good. Yeah, 339. Oh brother. Okay, they actually die. 339. So yeah, we have to find some other mages. Okay, we have our next victim, and here I'm going to put actually Maggrat with Syndrion. That most likely is going to be the combo that I'm going to use. Since Syndrion is a 6-star, is awakened, is starting with pretty decent damage, and so on. And we're going to march. Also, Syndrion is having a critical rate. Where is this thing? Marksman normal attack critical rate bonus, which is like 10%. It's not that much. Also by critical, Syndrion is going to get some extra damage, but this is more for his combination and synergy between Syndrion and Ffraegar, because Ffraegar is doing pretty decent counter attack critical rate. So how long? Oh my god, like 1 minute walking, but yeah. Okay, we're almost there. Here is the mages, and let's see how the performance is going to be of Maggrat with Syndrion. Let's directly strike these 4 mages. From the start we're seeing way more damage. Yeah, we're seeing way more damage. The critical rates is not going to be the same amount, but bro, look at the 9k, 6k, 16k. So far with the Zayda, we actually did bigger number from the point of normal attack, but consistent normal attacks damage and these small critical rates here and there is actually better from the Zayda. And oh my god, is the difference is like 7k from point of the Legion between the Zayda. Definitely the synergy between Maggrat and Zayda is absolutely crazy. And keep in mind, Syndrion is a 6-star. That means this bad boy is having like armor penetration for the 6-star. You can see attack resistance, defense penetration, which is absolutely crazy. I'm surprised. I was expecting the difference to be to the sky, basically to the sky. But the difference is not that big between even Syndrion Awakened and like Zayda 5111. But still, Syndrion is one idea better from it's better from the Zayda. Now I'm going to try right now with Ffraegar. Maybe here I'm going to count on this normal 450% damage, normal attack damage criticals. I'll count more on the criticals with the hope that, you know, this thing can actually beat 246k that Syndrion left at the end of the day. Okay, we have our mages, level 40 mages. Let's deploy right now Maggrat, and it's going to be with Ffraegar. I don't expect some game-changing stuff. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Even though that the Ffraegar is doing rage skill damage, she's awakened, which give extra 200k over the rage skill. Still, I think this is basically from 600 to 800. I count on this critical rate that is going to be for 7 seconds. If this hero trigger his spell, his rage skill every 10 seconds, this is covering like 70% from the time you're going to have like 60% critical rate. So maybe it can be a game changer in this situation, just making Maggrat with this up to 40%. Basically this spell right now is 30%, but 40% normal attack, no stop doing some criticals with precision tower-tree. It can be something like a game changer. So I really want to test also Ffraegar. Now people don't like Ffraegar that much. Most of the, you know, cavalry people even with eagles use Ffraegar because she is very good with eagles. But at the end of the day, we're looking what kind of marksman legion we're going to create here. So I'm going to directly strike when the Maggrat actually get close to these mages, and here we go. It's starting immediately. Some extra damage, 13k. It's not like 20k with Zayda. Okay, Ffraegar is hitting 23k. It's not going to be 100% critical rates, but at the end of the day, oh my god, I think Ffraegar can make the difference here. Can actually make the difference. 24k, 48. Oh my god, Ffraegar is working so good. So good. It's even outperforming actually Syndrion. Did it actually outperform the Syndrion? Awakened Syndrion 6-star. With those criticals and the normal attack, yo, this thing, Ffraegar, Maggrat Ffraegar is a surprise here. Huge surprise. Very, very big surprise. Yeah, physical attack bonus, normal critical damage bonus. Here we have rage accumulation speed. Now we don't care about the rage because for the Maggrat the things are pretty much fixed. This thing to be triggered is a passive one, so you know this based on the healing and stuff like this. So it's not going to affect, you know, Maggrat, but they did absolutely great job together. Those criticals, it was absolutely wild, absolutely wild. And since, you know, I don't have that great pet for Maggrat Syndrion, and I have this one Night Rock, which is going to work pretty decent with Maggrat and Ffraegar. Most likely I'm going to go with Maggrat and Ffraegar. The thing that I saw right now, normal attacks have 30% chance to deal additional upon landing a critical hit. So in combination with the pet Maggrat Ffraegar, with the pet, I think is going to do pretty decent amount of damage. And this is level 1. I'm going to at least try to make this skill level 2 at least. I hope so. Since I'm not marksman main, I didn't actually, you know, go that far with this Night Rock. But yo, if this thing actually go for the next level, is going to be 132 the damage factor, which is increased like 60 or 70% more. It can be actually wild. Maggrat Ffraegar, oh brother, this is surprise for me. I was expecting, okay, I'm going to test them, I'm going to make a video, but I'm pretty much sure it's going to be Maggrat Syndrion. But when I check right now, Maggrat with Ffraegar, this is going to be the marksman I'm going to use, even though Ffraegar is 4-star. She's not having this attack resistance and defense penetration. So yeah, most likely my single marksman legion that I'm going to use is going to be Maggrat with Ffraegar with a Night Rock. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And most likely, as I mentioned, is going to be when the gate 3 open, or maybe at the station ruins. I'm going to be able to use marksmans. At the gate 1, we're just so far away from having marksmans in this zone. And boy, it's going to be hardcore against SSG. They have like 2 alliances around the gate. Most likely this I'm going to make a second video about this. Maybe it's going to go before this one. But yeah, this is my test. I'm so happy because it proved me that I'm wrong with Maggrat Syndrion. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit one like, subscribe to this channel, join the Discord, link in the description, become a member, get some extra benefits on my channel. And I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.